Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Fargo series. This is episode 6 of season 1 and it is called Buridan's Ass. Last episode, we saw these organised crime guys manage to get a name out of Lester in the cell by pressing on his infected wound, which looks so brutal by the way. And he gave up the name Malvo, so I think that's them now on the case of Billy Bob Thornton. Meanwhile, Lester has been sent to hospital because his hand infections got so bad, which allowed nice lady cop to sort of interrogate him, but it was kinda pointless because he was very delirious at the time. At the very end of the episode, she also went back in his room, but he was pretending to be asleep, so maybe this episode she'll actually get to interview him while he's conscious. The supermarket king is paying up the whole million. As I said, if this is anything like the movie, the money exchange is not going to go smoothly, but who knows, they might deviate from that and it might be a peaceful exchange of money. Also, shout out to his son Dimitri, who literally solved the locust thing last episode, and he just didn't pay attention to him while he was telling him. Colin Hanks and his daughter tried to look up more about Malvo, but all they could find was his fake preacher name and information about him being a preacher online. And because Colin Hanks is trying now, Malvo now has him in his sights. We saw him got police radio scanners from that guy with a van, and then at the end of the episode he actually went onto Colin Hanks' street and tapped into the same frequency that his daughter uses, only to be thwarted by the nice neighbourhood guy who basically got him to move. But he knows where Colin Hanks lives and he knows the frequency his daughter communicates on. This isn't looking good for Colin Hanks and his family. Regardless, I'm really looking forward to seeing where the story goes this week, so without further ado, this is episode 6 of season 1, Buridan's Ass. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
The money.
He's gonna pay $1 million? Did you mean to lock me in here?
We got a big day tomorrow. Get some rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the fitness instructor also got drilled into a cupboard. I don't know how that's going to play into this episode, but like I said last episode, it sort of looks like Billy Bob Thornton might just be planning to kill him. But if that's the case, why did he keep him alive? So who knows what his idea is. Maybe he wants to implicate him into the blackmailing thing. I was going to say that looks like a peaceful shot of some fish. Not for that guy. Worst day of his life. But also, it looks pretty delicious. I'm not much of a seafood guy, but I would definitely try that dish there.
Yield so far 9,000 credit card numbers with a credit limit of approximately 1.
My only thought is that this is the guy that Sam Hess worked for, that the two henchmen have been sent on the behest of.
Assets deployed, Mr. Wrench and Mr. Numbers. 3 days plus lodging plus mileage.
Ah, we've got names of the henchmen now. Wrench and Numbers. Easy to remember.
Don't care extramarital. Don't care not related. Kill and be killed. Head in a bag. There's the message.
That's a fair judgment, to be honest. I mean, if one of my guys was killed, I wouldn't care if it was directly related to my business or not. You know, if I was a mafia godfather, I'd be like, we need to send a message. Kill the dude. It will be easier said than done to kill Malvo, though.
Turkish Delight, where your wish is our command.
This guy really hasn't tried hard to get out of here. These screws couldn't hold someone kicking the door.
Maybe we need to revisit who gets how much here. What's in the bags?
Oh no, is he going to kill him? I'm still under the impression he's going to kill him. All I don't know is why would he keep him alive overnight in a cupboard?
Luke, I am your father.
Nice.
So about that 60-40 split there. You know, why is there paper on the windows?
He's definitely gonna kill this guy. I think he either wants to walk away with $1 million and implicate the guy after death, or he wants to get paid twice, get the $1 million, and then tell Supermarket King he's got the blackmailer, found him dead, and get paid off the Supermarket King as well.
He knew the name of every stinging insect. At night, he would look at the lights in the houses and he would want.
It's quite an elaborate note Billy Bob's written out here.
And out of the darkness the wolves came, whispering.
Malvo has certainly got a flair for the dramatic speech.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy's so oblivious to the fact that he might die, or be knocked unconscious like that, is quite startling. His lack of awareness is ridiculous.
Is Greta here?
No, she's at a friend's. Thought it'd be safer.
Probably is just now. Smart move.
My neighbor, he does the watch, said he saw this fella sitting in his car outside the apartment.
Shit, his neighbour is the MVP of the last episode for noticing all that and passing the information along.
I don't think they'd believe me is the thing. I mean, not after, I arrest the wrong fella being what they think.
If I was these guys, I would keep all the leads to the case to myself just now. Anytime they tell their superiors, it doesn't really work out well. Except the last episode where she finally managed to get Bob Odenkirk to pay attention to her.
Let me get changed.
You could have invited her in, mate.
Morning, Mr. Creech. And how we feeling there, Mr. Nygaard?
Real good.
Better than Mr. Creech.
What's with, why is there a police officer outside?
Not for me to say, is it?
How is he going to deal with this situation? If he does something suspect, like just jump out of the window, they're going to know he's into some shit. The best thing he can do just now is cooperate.
Lester, it's me.
That was good I've just woken up acting.
Cut my hand on some rusty nail. Not sure how that involves local law enforcement.
Lester is the definition of, like, white lies snowballing out of control.
That is crazy, is what that is. I'm the victim. Me. He came to my house, they.
Yeah, he keeps implicating Malvo every time he speaks. You need to be careful with his wording.
What are you mixed up in, Lester? What the heck is going on?
Chaz, I swear to you that this is all just a...
I wouldn't even tell his brother. His brother seems like the type of guy that'll turn right around and give all the information to the police.
If you want this to go away, you gotta give him someone.
Yeah, I guess in his mind he thinks maybe it's time to give up the name Malvo. Problem is, I now believe Malvo is in possession of the hammer which will have his fingerprints on it, implicating him in killing his own wife. I think Malvo might have taken that hammer as some kind of insurance policy, knowing Lester might have been capable of this. Maybe I'm way off, but that's my prediction. What the fuck is he doing to this guy? Is he using him as a body double? Oh my god. This seems incredibly pointless. Surely they'll see the other guy's bed empty and know exactly what he's done straight away. Ah, he's not completely dumb then. Okay, the intelligence meter is slowly ticking up every action he does. To be fair, Lester has figured his way out of every pinch he's been in so far this season, so I should give him a little more credit.
Are we ready, Mr. Creech?
How did he know they were going to wheel him out? He could have just as easily have been sitting there for hours. All things considered though, that was a pretty genius escape. Could have brought some trousers though, you kinda look like a flasher. And he's stealing a car. The problem with this is, like, as clever as the escape is, when the police do catch up to him, they are going to 100% know that he is definitely responsible in some way for some of this. Otherwise, why would he run?
Maybe he and Malvo weren't foes there at the end. Maybe they colluded on this whole thing.
Slowly getting to the bottom of it.
Or wait, maybe we're not supposed to tell people. Dave, are we telling people about the bugs?
If I was the owner of this supermarket, I would be like, no mention of the locust outbreak, please. Will this go smoothly? I'm so expecting something bad to happen. And is he just dropping it off, or is he expecting to meet someone there? Because surely Billy Bob Thornton or the fitness instructor will give the game away if they actually go there and take it off him in person.
I know what I gotta do now. Give me an hour and head back.
What has he just realised?
I decided... God, he told me. He has different plans.
What the hell is he gonna do instead?
You go to church?
Yes, sir.
Then open the goddamn gate. Your Lord demands it.
That's one way to get out of there. Gonna try that on shopkeepers now. Do you go to church? The Lord said, this is free. He's not dead yet. Now that is surprising. My only other thought then is that Billy Bob is doing this to either not have to split the money with him or to blame this on him. What the fuck is he planning here? He's got an M16 duct taped to a chair.
In case Stavros does call the cops, we want to make sure they're too busy to respond.
What the fuck? I'm still confused as to why he'd put a gun in his hands. Is that just so that when the police break and enter into here, they instantly kill him, maybe?
Have you ever had Turkish delight? It's disgusting.
I second that. Malvo knows his desserts. Is he just gonna shoot some random people? Well, at least he didn't kill them. This is so sneaky. He's gonna be disappointed though when he still doesn't get his money off the supermarket king. Why would he go back to his house? Oh, he put the hammer behind the poster. Okay, there's my whole theory about Billy Bob having this completely out of the window. Seems to me there is no reason at this point why he's not given up Malvo's name. I'm so confused as to what his plan is. I'm sure he's got something in mind, I just don't know what.
Hello? Anyone there?
Don't know if going to his brother's house is the smartest idea. His brother seemed like a right government panderer. His brother's definitely going to find this, unless his plan is to frame his own brother as the one who was responsible for killing his wife. There is no way his brother doesn't find this. Yeah, he might be a bit of a douche, but you should fucking feel guilty. I thought he was taking the hammer back, not just getting a gun. Is he trying to get the son in trouble now? Kids are like that nowadays. He's probably just put it next to two others.
Wash your hands first. Yeah? When? Between the car and the house?
This is risky. Why did the son just turn back around, not giving a shit? Any reason for that?
Gives away all his money and a kidney, and then he kills himself. Why didn't the fella just go work for a charity?
She raises a fair point.
You're gonna think it's funny, but I always wanted to work for the post office and be a mailman.
That is a ridiculous aspiration. No offence to anybody out there who also shared that dream, it's just a strange one to want as a child. And how did it not work out for him? Surely that's an easy profession to get into in comparison to the police force.
So why try?
Greta's mom passed, and she was the one with the paycheck, so...
I had a friend who got into the police force for the exact same reason. He just wanted to provide for his family. At the time, me and my crew were all quite crazy, and he literally had to have a sort of sit down with us and go like, look guys, I can't hang about with any of you anymore. I'm joining the police and you lot are crazy. We were like, understandable, enjoy your new profession. And to this day, you know, we're distant friends. He's a good guy.
I'm ordering you to throw your weapons and come out with your hands up. Or we'll start blasting.
This isn't looking good for fitness, coach. Oh shit, that's why he had it set up like that. I mean, there is still a chance he miraculously escapes this situation, but it's definitely looking like he will not right now. Will they be savvy enough to both kick the door in and instantaneously realise that he's duct taped to the gun? Probably not. They'll probably shoot on sight of a weapon in someone's hands. At least that's what Billy Bob Thornton is counting on. I love the way this is filmed as well. It's like a dream sequence. Or a nightmare sequence in Turkish bathhouse guy's case. Ah shit, they are certainly lighting him the fuck up. They're gonna feel bad in a minute, but Marvel's plan worked flawlessly.
Suspect is down. Repeat. Suspect is down. Not a suicide by cop, I am.
Now, they'll never get arrested for this, but technically that is still the murder of an innocent civilian. Oh shit, it's the henchmen! Completely forgot about these guys. Damn, they are coming out swinging. How the fuck is he gonna get out of this one?
They're shooting up the block. It's goddamn World War III.
Call 911.
This shit's getting crazy. I wonder what the actual weather was like. There's obviously some after effects to make it look like a really bad snowstorm, but it does look really believable. How in the fuck did he manage to get out of that? This guy has 9 lives. What is he doing now? Is he gonna use the blood to lure them in the wrong direction?
What do you think?
Accident, I guess?
I hope neither of these guys get shot. It's not looking good going up against 2 henchmen with assault rifles. One henchman with assault rifle. I thought he was going to use the blood to lure him in the wrong direction. Well, I predicted this to happen when they finally caught up with him. Let's not forget Flamboyant Jacket Guy's still out there though. And with the visibility being so terrible, that's literally, you know, he takes 10 paces in a certain direction and he's away.
He's dead, I think.
Yeah, you don't say, Colin. Oh no! She better not have just got shot there. He better not have just shot her there. Something bad's happened. I know she's took a bullet here. I've got a feeling she killed Cowboy Guy, and he's just wounded or killed her. She's not dead, is she? Please tell me she survived that. I love her character. Oh, okay, so is he thinking he can sort of reverse the biblical curse by reburying a large quantity of money in the same spot that he originally found it? That kind of, in a warped way, makes a bit of sense. And you know, he's still rich and owns supermarkets now, so it's not really a huge loss to him. Makes me wonder if we're going to see someone uncover this briefcase in future seasons of Fargo. If there's just always going to be a briefcase of money at a roadside to change the fates and fortunes of people. I don't know how he believes this is going to change the fact there's people extorting him, but I do get his warped logic. Oh my god. Well, he's definitely not going to believe he's uncursed now. He's going to go back and get the money pronto. Shoutouts to that one fish closest to camera doing the mouth acting there. I know it was CGI, but still, give that fish a fucking Oscar. What? No, it caused the car crash. Shit, rest in peace Dimitri. This is fucked. On top of that, this is like the only thing that has not been Malvo's doing, but he is definitely going to think, obviously, this ties into everything else. He'll probably go back and dig up the money now.
There you are, Mr. Creech. Thought we lost you.
He snuck himself back into the hospital. Shit. So he managed to do all of that without any of them finding out. So he essentially only left under the fear that they might search his house just to relocate the hammer. I do not know why he risked all that just to do that. Obviously, if they'd found the hammer in his property, he would have been fucked. But also stashing it in his brother's weapon cabinet where his brother might find it and then being spotted by his brother's son who might tell his brother he was in the house. Both seem like a huge risk. And we never got to find out if Nice Lady Cop survived. Okay, and that was episode 6 of season 1 of Fargo, Buridan's Ass, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, Buridan's Ass, what did I think of that? This might be the most action-packed and twist-and-turny episode we've had yet, and episode 1 crammed a lot of shit in there. But yeah, this just had so much, from the supermarket king deciding against dropping off the money, to Malvo fucking with the fitness instructor, duct taping him up, firing out the window, causing that confusion between the SWAT team and that house. I mean, the fitness instructor was a douche, and he shouldn't have been trying to ransom people to begin with, but he certainly didn't deserve to be gunned to death in the way that he did, so, you know, rest in peace to that guy. Just when you expect Lester to be caught, he pulls something out of the bag. It was actually kind of genius how he swapped positions with the guy next to him, managed to go back to the house, get the hammer, relocate it. The only thing I was confused about is, why choose his brother's weapon cabinet? His brother's a gun nut. There is a high chance he goes in there just to look at his fancy firearm again and finds the hammer. I just don't understand the logic behind that, unless he's planning to implicate his own brother in the murder of his wife. But if he is, it's going to fail for multiple reasons, the key one being the hammer still has his fingerprints on it. The smarter thing to do would have been to just go to somewhere, snap off the handle, throw the hammerhead somewhere, throw the handle somewhere else, you know, just get rid of it completely, not put it somewhere that seems like it will be inevitably found at one point. And then on top of that, as he was leaving the house, the son saw him. Now, he did plant the pistol in the son's backpack. Is he going to use that as some sort of, oh, you were lying about my brother being in the house because you were trying to steal one of my guns sort of thing? I have no idea exactly what his game plan is with that, but he did stash a pistol in the son's backpack. And yeah, then the two henchmen caught up with Malvo. They had assault rifles. It was not looking good, but Malvo is just the fucking Energizer bunny, keeping on ticking out here. Managed to make one of them follow a trail of blood to a door. He was not behind, managed to stab and kill him. We didn't see what happened to Cowboy Jacket Guy, but we heard Nice Lady Cop fire off 2 shots just before Colin Hanks shot her. I'm assuming that was her killing the Cowboy Jacket Guy. Could be wrong on that, but yeah, there was shots fired and it was definitely from her because Cowboy Jacket Guy had an assault rifle. She had a police pistol. It sounded like 2 shots from a police pistol going off. And I really hope she survives. I cannot believe Colin Hanks shot her at the end of this episode. If you'd have asked me to put money on who was definitely going to survive this series, she would have been my first name on the list over everyone. So if they've just killed her off like that in episode 6, I'll be low-key heartbroken. She was a really nice woman, and I was hoping her and Colin Hanks would end up getting together. It'll be so cold-blooded if they've just killed her off like that. I am praying that the next episode starts with her in a hospital bed, with Colin Hanks sitting at the bottom of it, apologising profusely to her for accidentally shooting her. But if it starts with her funeral, or some other shit, and she has legit died, I will be shocked. And I wonder what Malvo's gonna do now he's not getting the money from the Supermarket King. Obviously, the Supermarket King chose to rebury it in the original position. He found the money back in the 80s, which, like I said, is kind of karmatic justice. That was him getting right with the Lord. But yeah, how's Malvo going to take this, and what is he going to do from here? It seems like he's got no other purpose to hang about in this place other than to extort this money from the Supermarket King. So is he just going to leave the town now that he's not getting the money? Who knows? But yeah, I would go so far as to say this was quite a shocking episode, all things considered. I thought it was brilliantly directed too, especially the snowstorm stuff adding to the atmosphere of the overall episode, and the fish falling at the end. What was crazy about that was clearly just, you know, a natural happening. Maybe they fell out of a plane in the sky, or the storm had something to do with it. But of course the Supermarket King is going to definitely think this ties into the whole biblical plague thing. And yeah, rest in peace Dimitri and the guy looking after him as well. I really like Dimitri's character. He did not deserve to die like that. And of course I cannot wait to see what happens next week. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.